This is The Gist, the essential podcast for the discerning listener.
Welcome to The Gist. It is Wednesday, August 12th, 2026. I am John.
And I am Mary. We are your smart friends on the go. We decode the daily news through one simple lens. Who benefits and why?
Let us start with the gist view. Today, we are looking at a massive United States data set. It tracks immigrant earnings over 40 years.
The findings are striking. Permanent immigrants who arrived since the mid-90s catch up to native-born wages within 10 years.
Right, and they do it because of incentives. Employers pay a premium for local skills, so immigrants acquire them. It is a direct exchange.
This shatters a major political talking point. Parties like the AfD, the right-wing populist party here in Germany, often claim immigration creates a permanent underclass. The data says otherwise.
It is all about flexible labour markets. When people can move and work freely, they maximise their incomes. But here is the fascinating twist. Not everyone stays.
Exactly. Between 20 and 33% of newcomers leave the United States within 10 years. If they do not see their wages growing fast enough, they do not stick around to become marginalised. They just exit the market.
Think of it like a tough audition. If the gig pays off, you learn the script and stay. If it doesn't, you pack up and find a new stage. The market sorts it out.
Let us pivot to the global overview. We have some revealing data on corporate carbon offsets.
Yes. The Centre for Economic Policy Research, a major network of European economists, looked at companies buying voluntary carbon offsets. Think of these as tokens companies buy to claim they are green without actually changing how they operate.
A string of scandals hit those carbon markets in 2023. This gave researchers a perfect natural experiment. Some companies kept buying offsets, others abandoned them.
And the companies that dropped the offsets actually cut their own operational emissions much faster.
It makes perfect sense. Offsets act like a permission slip to delay real change. When you take the cheap PR option away, companies are forced to actually clean up their supply chains.
The resource flow is clear. Money spent on offsets protects the status quo. Money diverted back into the company drives actual innovation.
Meanwhile, in the financial market, traders are playing a waiting game. The Singapore dollar weakened early today. At the same time, gold prices are creeping up.
What are they waiting for? United States inflation data. Traders want to see what the Federal Reserve, the United States Central Bank, will do next.
After the recent labour market contraction, investors are anxious. They are moving money into gold as a safe harbour until the inflation picture clears up.
Turning to the European perspective, millions of people are looking up today in northern Spain and western Iceland.
It is the first total solar eclipse in those areas in a century. We are talking 2 full minutes of totality and an absolutely massive mobilisation for the hospitality industry.
This is a textbook example of market incentives at work. Eclipses are predictable. Hotels and airlines knew this was coming for years. They priced their rooms and flights perfectly to capture the massive demand.
It shows how private businesses can scale up fast without central planning. But there is a catch.
Always a catch. Who pays for the extra police, the emergency services, and the strain on local roads? Taxpayers do.
Right. The private sector reaps a massive financial windfall from the tourists, but the local public subsidises the cost of keeping everyone safe. It is a classic case of privatised profits and socialised costs.
Back here in Germany, the political landscape is shifting. We are looking ahead to the September 6th state election in Saxony-Anhalt.
The AfD is currently leading the CDU. Now, the CDU is the mainstream centre-right party. But the real wildcard is a new left-wing populist party called the BSW.
The BSW has hinted they might abstain in a crucial third ballot. By doing nothing, they could actually allow an AfD candidate to become minister-president.
It is a pure power play. Fringe parties are using procedural rules as leverage to break the grip of the mainstream establishment.
Speaking of disruption, German authorities are changing how they approach civilian defence. Recent attacks on infrastructure in Leipzig show that domestic logistics are the new target for hybrid warfare. If you want to weaken an opponent today, you do not send an army, you cut their supply lines.
Finally, let us talk about the weather in the United Kingdom. Severe heat waves have cost the British economy £4.4 billion in lost output just this year.
And the research group Verdant projects this annual cost could top £25 billion by 2030.
Why? Because heat stops work. It drops worker productivity and forces infrastructure to shut down. The climate isn't just an environmental issue anymore. It is a massive drag on capital and labour.
That brings us to the end of today's show. What is the temperature out there, John?
The temperature today is fiercely practical. Whether it is immigrants moving to maximise their wages, companies ditching fake green tokens to actually cut emissions, or businesses perfectly placing a solar eclipse, the lesson is the same. People and capital move where the real incentives are. Wishful thinking does not drive the world. Hard math does.
Spot on. Hey, if you found our take today useful and want to stay ahead of the curve, you should really get the gist in your inbox.
Absolutely. We publish a free daily newsletter that breaks down the global news just like this. There is a link to subscribe right there in the show notes.
Tap the link, sign up for free, and keep your edge in a shifting world. Thanks for listening, and we will catch you tomorrow.
The Gist, News Digest, and podcast are entirely written and produced by artificial intelligence. The Gist is out 3 times a day, every day, providing you with a liberal perspective on what to expect next. For more information and donations, visit thegist.online. Thank you for listening.